We're about to get into this week's episode. Man, it's week 9. And we're so thankful and grateful to be here. Yeah, it's week 9. Oh, man. Peace, love, and light to you. Week 9. We here. This is the last week in the cocoon, the last week of the year. And so the thing that we're going to dialogue about today, we're going to get into the empire building. But first and foremost, I want to talk about something that we all have probably dealt with, but I'm going to highlight it today. So that way, here moving forward in 2025, our word is going to be action. Okay, we will take action in 2025. So 2025, here moving forward, our word is going to be action. All right, and we're going to dialogue about what's taking place and how we're going to empire build. We're not doing vision boards. We're going to empire build, and we will dialogue about it. But first and foremost, I want to talk about something that has controlled me and has paralyzed me from moving forward and being great. And we're going to get rid of that in 2025. So what we're going to dialogue about is perfection paralysis. Okay, so perfection paralysis sometimes will paralyze us because we think that we have to be flawless before we even get started, before we do anything, right? Before we start that podcast, we feel like we got to have the right camera, the right microphone, the right backdrop, the right setup, the right everything, right? Before we start that company, everything has to be right. I gotta have my business credit like this. I gotta do it like this. For some of my ladies, you know, some of y'all, you have to make sure you have the perfect makeup. Your face got to be beat before you do anything. Before you go out, before you get anything accomplished, your face got to be beat. And it's okay to have a certain level of perfectionism about us, right? But I'm talking about perfection paralysis where it paralyzes us. Just everything just has to be right. And sometimes, if you like me, right, you're not a procrastinator, right? We don't procrastinate, nor are we lazy. It's just that sometimes, man, we want to be flawless before we do anything. And that can exert some of that energy that we need, where we could have did a whole lot of other things in between and been so much more successful than us burning energy trying to be perfect and never getting anything done. So we're going to kill out that perfection paralysis. And how we're going to do that in 2025, right? The bridge between our reality and our dreams and us making it happen is going to be action. We're going to take action in 2025. 2025, our word is action. We will take action this year. If you following me here at Sovereign Reign, and if you're a part of this movement here at Sovereign Reign, 2025, we will be taking action. We're going to be moved by intrinsic motivators and not extrinsic motivators. And we talked about that, right? So moving forward in 2025, we need to understand that the Gregorian calendar is what's changing, okay? As you see, the season isn't changing. We're still in winter. And we wouldn't dare plant anything during this season and expecting a harvest, right? So let's understand what's taking place. That's why we don't need to do vision boards right now. What we need to do is empire building. And I'm going to talk about how we're going to empire build in 2025 and here moving forward, as we discussed before. But we're going to highlight it so everybody can be on this movement and everybody can grow. And you can join us on Patreon at Sovereign Reign University, the Science of Living, the Science of Self-Awareness, so you can keep growing with us as well. But we're going to talk about empire building today. We want to have a 50-year game plan wrote down on paper for our life, and if we have families, for our families as well too. 100 years, okay? So if it's just us and we a single man, we need to have 50 years wrote down on paper. And if we have a family, we need to have 100 years mapped out for our family, wrote down on paper when we're talking about empire building. Empire building, right? With a new focus. We are going to acquire resources, relationship, land, and economic influences on this land and outside of these borders in order to expand our knowledge and to expand our wealth. So what am I telling you, right? Vision boards. We're not writing down just the cars, the houses. We want to increase our salary. We're going beyond that. We're taking this thing to a level. We're taking this thing to a level where we're talking about generational wealth, that dash in the middle, because guess what? We're all going to die one day. You feel me? Understand, man, we in a season right now. We just come from the holiday season of Christmas, Thanksgiving. Some of us, man, we've lost loved ones, right? Unexpectedly, or if we expected the loss of an elder in our family. Either way it go, it still hurts, right? I was going through a professional development with Kenny Anderson, and I learned that there's 3 different stages when we're talking about grief. And so we can't tell somebody to stay strong or how they need to grieve. Trust me, I understand. A parent never expects to bury their child. We don't. We don't expect to lose our parents when it happens, even though we know we're going to lose our parents. But when it does happen, that grief that hit us, right? That mourning stage that hit us, right? And there's one other one that we're going to talk about. Not today. I'm going to save that for later on. But understand that these times, man, it's very crucial and it's very critical for us to realign ourselves with the goal and the vision that we have inside of us. Remember, intrinsic. We're going within, not extrinsic, but we're going to use a little bit of that extrinsic because it's good. Extrinsic motivators are good, but I'm talking about going within. I'm talking about being able to push past, we discussed it, those points of when we lazy or when we have that information, when we're hitting that snooze button, when we just can't execute. That intrinsic motivation is what's going to help us grow to that next level. Remember, that bridge between reality and our dreams is us taking action. It's that one word, action. And we're going to keep growing as we take action here moving forward. Remember, I told y'all, remember the seasons. It's the Gregorian calendar, right? It's just changing 2025. So what we want to do is empire build. We are empire building, okay? And let's stay focused around on our goals and our dreams and understand that we don't have a lifetime to make our dreams happen. We don't have a lifetime to execute on our purpose and what we've been put here for. And we're doing this thing as new creatures, as we coming out of the cocoon, family, stronger than ever, as we embracing resistance, as we built our resilience. And we're going to keep doing this thing together as a community and as a family. Elevation and education is the foundation that we're standing on, as now we're headed on that road to redemption, as we're closing out the 2024, the great Mamba mentality year. And ask yourself, did you really and truly execute and do what you say you was going to do? Did you start that company? Did you write that book? Come on, family, the time is now. And if you didn't, it's time to yoke up with like-minded individuals and individuals who's paying for the information and who's making it happen. And that's what we're doing here at Sovereign Reign. Remember, we don't have a lifetime to make our dreams become a reality. There's an expiration date on our life, just like there's expiration date on milk and the food that we go and buy at the grocery store. There's an expiration date on our life, family. So let's make sure we're taking action in 2025 as we move forward. You know that I love y'all. Click the link and yoke up. And let's make our dreams become a reality, family. Let's take action. You know that I love y'all. Let us yell it out to the universe. Just let me be great. As we seeking greatness. And as we head down this road to redemption on 2025. As we seek greatness. As we look to grow. As we look to prosper. As we look to be more. As we look to do more. Okay? Because we have individuals that's counting on us. And if they're dependent on us, we have to be dependable. And that's what we're teaching here. The science of living. The science of self-awareness in Sovereign Reign University. Take action, family. We have people that's dependent on us. Let's go and let's grow. Another year will not go past. Another day will not go past. And we not take action on making our dreams become a reality.